Google Sheets. Getting started with Sheets. Google Sheets allows you to organize, edit, and analyze different types of information using spreadsheets. In this lesson, you'll learn about the different ways you might use spreadsheets and how to navigate the Google Sheets interface. You'll also learn the basic ways to work with cells and cell content, including how to select cells, insert content, and copy and paste cells. So after you have reviewed the presentation here, you will scroll down to the What You Will Do section. In this section, it says, number 1, open Google Sheets and create a new blank spreadsheet. You can do that by clicking on this link here. I've got mine open, so I'll navigate here. My new Google Sheet is here. Let's go back over to Canvas to check number 2. 2 says, change the spreadsheet title from Untitled Spreadsheet to Practice Spreadsheet and move it to your DAR folder. Go back over to my sheet. I'm going to change the name from Untitled Spreadsheet. I'm now going to name it Practice Spreadsheet. Click off of there, wait for it to save, and then I'm going to move it by clicking on this folder icon. I'm going to move it to my DAR folder. Make sure it's blue and click Move. Your notification will pop up, and then we can go back over to Canvas for step 3. Step 3 says, in cell A1, type the date using the format month, day, year. For example, 5/30/17. Let's go back over to our sheet. In cell A1, notice the column all lettered with A, B, C, and beyond, but the rows are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all numerical. The cell address is the combination of the letter column first, and then the number of the row second. So A1 is right here. In this cell, it says we are supposed to add the date starting with the month / day / year. I'm going to click off of there, and it produces 03/08/21. Let's go back over to Canvas to see the next step. Step 4 says, use the fill handle to place dates in cells A1 through A10. I go back over to my spreadsheet. I'm going to click again on cell A1. And when I do, you can see in the lower right-hand corner of that cell, there is a small blue square. And as I hover over it, my mouse turns to a crosshair. At this point, I can click and drag my crosshair all the way down to A10. The direction said to stop at A10. And I release my mouse, and it automatically fills 3/8, 3/9, 10, 11, all the way down to 3/17/21. Let's go back over to Canvas. Step 5 says, use drag and drop to move the dates to cells B1 through B10. So back over to your presentation, and I've still got my cells A1 through A10 highlighted. And now I want to take my mouse and just scroll just slightly to the edge of that, and now you can see that my mouse has turned to a hand. Now, as I click the mouse with the left button, it appears that my hand is now grabbing those cells, and the border of my cells have turned to a dashed blue. I'm going to, while still clicked, drag it to B1 through B2. And now you'll see that the content of those cells stays the same, but the blue outline now moves. My mouse is still clicked. I'm going to release the click, and you can see now the contents have changed from A1 through A10, and now they are in B1 through B10. Let's go back over to Canvas to see the next step. Step 6 says, delete the content in cell B5. Let's go back over to your spreadsheet. There's a couple ways that you can do this. You first want to click on cell B. Remember, B is the column, 5 is the row, the cell address, B5. Click there. A couple ways you could do this. I can backspace, and it gets rid of all that content. Or I can click Edit and delete values. Edit and delete values. Or I can right click, or if you're on a Chromebook, you can click with 2 fingers and you can delete cells. Either way, those 3 ways, you can get rid of the contents in cells B5. And at this point, let's go back over to Canvas to see what we have to do next. Well, it appears that we have completed all steps. So let's scroll down to our model, make sure that our spreadsheet looks very similar to this. And as I look at it, it indeed does. So now I can submit my work through Google Drive. You are complete.